Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. I want to welcome each and every one of you. Thank you for being here and checking out this tutorial. Now this is a add-on to the beanie that I had recently made, and that beanie is called New Gound, and it was just because the space in between that was created by a stitch pattern. It looked like a furrowed ground, so a plowed ground, so New Gound. That was kind of the main reason why I named it New Gound. All right, so as you see, this is not a hat, but I will add a picture up here in the corner of the hat. Now you can go back and check that out. I will also put a link to that video up in the upper right hand corner as well. But we're going to make you can do a headband size, you can do an ear warmer size. That is entirely up to you. This is more of a headband size, and if it was wider, I would say it would be ear warmer. Now, this is approximately 3 inches wide and 10 inches long as far as folded in half. So roughly about 20 to 20 and a quarter inches around. Now, your stitch count is in multiples of 5, and then you're going to join in the round. For this one, it's 60, and I used a 6mm hook. I am using Premier Basics Marl. It is a worsted weight, and the colorway is rose quartz on this, and the suggested hook size is a 5.5. Now, I will tell you that I am on the looser side of crocheting, but you can figure that out very easily by measuring the circumference of the head that you would like to make this for. Now, as I said, this is 60 stitches around. It is a little larger. You could do the same amount of stitches and drop down to a 5.5 or a 5mm, whatever suits you. If you are a very tight crocheter, you might even want to go up another hook size or add more stitches. That's up to you. Make it yours by all means. Now, there is a slight variation from the hat to this particular one. The pattern stitches are still work the same, but the ribbing is a half double crochet versus a double crochet like at the bottom of the hat. So we're going to start off, and I'm going to do a little bit smaller of one just for the purpose of this tutorial, and I'm going to do it still in multiples of 5, but I'm going to do mine with probably, let's go with 50 stitches. I'm going to use the same size hook, the 6mm hook, and the same yarn. So what you're going to do is chain 50 stitches. Now, if you do a half double crochet foundation, you're more than welcome to do that and join in the round. No problems there. By all means, please make this how you feel most comfortable. For those of us that are chaining, you're just going to place a slip knot on your hook. Now, some other items that you might need is a stitch marker. You also will need a pair of scissors and a needle to sew in your ends. So we're just going to chain a total of 50 chains. And then we are going to join in the round. I'm going to go ahead and do that, chaining of 50, and I will be right back. All right, once you have your chain in multiples of 5, you're going to run your hand down and make sure not to twist your chain. And we're going to slip stitch to that first chain. There we go. and you can work over your tail if you so choose. We're going to do a half double crochet round, and we're going to be working 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. Now we're going into the back of that stitch, into these bumps, the spine of the chain. So I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to go back into that same stitch that we slip stitched to, and half double crochet into that back bump, just like that. Now I'm going to work my way down the row or the round and place 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. And I will spare you the time that it takes me to work this particular round, going into every single back bump. Takes a little bit more time, but I like the cleaner, crisper edge. I'll show you what I mean. So here it looks very nice. We have these V's, very defined V's on both sides of your work. And that's due to the fact that you work in those back bumps. And it gives it the elasticity to it on both sides. So not one side is tighter than the other. All right, so I'm going to go all the way around and place 1/2 double crochet in every stitch all the way around for a total of 50 half double crochets. All right, once you've made it around with the amount of half double crochets that you needed for yours, mine was 50 for this tutorial, 60 for the previous one. Now we're going to join in the round, but make sure that you don't slip stitch to your chain 1. You want to go up and catch the first stitch, the actual stitch itself. So we're going to slip stitch into that stitch. That chain 1 can be just slightly annoying at times because it causes a discombobulation of the stitches. All right, so we are going to front post this first stitch. Next, we need to chain 1 and half double crochet around that same post that we slip stitched to, our very first post. That way, we have it as a front post, half double crochet right away. Now we're going to back post the next stitch, back post, half double crochet, and then we're going to front post, half double crochet the next stitch. And that's your repeat all the way around. Front post, back post, front post, back post. I'll meet up with you at the very end. All right, once you've made it to the end, your last stitch should be a back post because your first stitch is a front post. And again, you want to make sure that you're getting into the top, and the easiest way you can do that is to count back your stitches on the top, or place a stitch marker in the stitch when you come to the end of the, or when you start the round. When you come to the end, you'll know right away where it's at. That way you don't mess up where that chain 1 was. All right, so that's it for the brim. And we're going to repeat this on the other side of the pattern stitches. Now, the pattern stitches can be made for however wide you so choose. And for this particular one, I only did 2 rounds of the pattern stitches. So again, this was a total of 3 inches wide, but you're probably going to want it to be a good 4 to 6 inches wide. All right, so I'm going to chain 1 and half double crochet back into that same stitch. That is our first stitch of your 5 pattern stitches. Next, we're going to double crochet into the following stitch. Next, we're going to treble crochet into the following stitch. Then we're going to go a double crochet into the next stitch. and a half double crochet into the next stitch. And that is your repeat all the way around. You will find that you have 2 half double crochets side by side, because you begin your pattern repeat, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. So that gives you 2 half doubles side by side, and that's how you know where you're at as you're working these stitches. And you're going to work that all the way around. Your last stitch will be a half double crochet, and you will join to the top of your first half double crochet. And I will be back at the end of this round, and I will show you how to do your repeat. All right, once you have reached the end, you're going to slip stitch to that very first half double crochet you made. And now we are going to do your repeating rounds. So that's your pattern stitches. And basically we're doing the same stitches. The only difference is on the double crochets, it will be a back post double crochet. On the treble crochet, it will be a front post treble crochet. And the half doubles are into the stitches. So let's begin. We're going to chain 1 and half double crochet back into that first stitch. And now we need to back post double crochet the double crochet. And now front post treble crochet your treble crochets. Back post double crochet the double crochet. And now we're going to be working into the actual stitch itself for the half double crochet. And there's your half double crochet. So we'll do that one more time again together, those 5 stitches. Half double crochet into the next stitch. Back post double crochet the next stitch, your double crochet. Front post treble crochet your next stitch, which is the treble crochet from the row below. And back post double crochet your next stitch, which is a double crochet from the row below. And then half double crochet into the next stitch, which is your half double crochet from the row below. So we get these big poofy treble crochets on that side, and then on the inside you have your 2 rows of double crochets. Just a real quick reminder I want to throw in there. You are only repeating this last pattern round. Not the first one, not the initial one that we did all of the stitches. The one that has the front posts and the back posts that you just did, that is your repeat round for the pattern. And you're going to keep the same number of stitches every single time. When you have the amount of rounds, repeats of those pattern stitches that you would like, you're simply going to do 1 round of half double crochet, just like we started it here, and 1 round of front post, back post, half double crochet. And then you will bind off and sew in your ends. So that will give you a ribbing the same at the end as the beginning with all your rounds of pattern stitches. All right, everyone. So I'm going to continue on with this particular one of 50 stitches. Now, just for instance, it is 18 inches without stretching it. That is laid flat, measured from end to end, not the circumference. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on this, and you will see a picture of it at the end. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. And if you make this particular headband ear warmer, or you make the hat that we did last week, I would love to see, or if you make anything, I would love to see your work. You can share that over on our Facebook group. You can tag me on Instagram. You can send it to me in an email. All of those links are down below. And if you would like to join the channel, there are those options available as well. And affiliate links such as Premier Yarn. All it does is give me a few shekels when you purchase using my affiliate link. Again, I used for today's tutorial Premier Basics Marl worsted weight in the color Rose Quartz. Another favorite of mine is their Premier Basics Mosaic. And this color is C. It's so beautiful and super, super soft. I just wanted to show that one to you because I had pulled it out with the possibility of using it to make another ear warmer in that color as well. All right, everyone, be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.